Hi everyone, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to move forward with some more tool wall work. The first one will be the little carving mallets. We're going to make a little box to go around the mallets, and looking at this board here, maybe you can see it better from this view. We got a mess on this end, so I'm going to clean that up first. Okay, we're going to click this into fast forward mode with some voiceover. Here I am just cutting the end off, make it square. Wasn't the best cut in the world, so we'll pull the shooting board out here and square it up with the block plane. I like to use the block plane in the shooting board. It's an older one that has a flat side. I do have a few other larger planes I can use in the shooting board if need be, but this is just easy to hold on to and run through the slicing of the end of the board. Here's another angle of it. We're just about done cleaning this up. Yeah, the two mallets are gonna do a little dance over there until I get this fixed. I really need a new bench. There goes one of them. Coffee kind of went everywhere too, but that's okay. Now we're just checking to see the size here. We're going to give ourselves about a 3/4 inch gap on either side, and then I gave it another 1/4 inch because it doesn't. These don't need to be dead tight in there. Then we'll cut the board off. Just gonna cut it off here on the bench hook. That bench hook is about shot. We're gonna build a new one here next week, and I'll record that and show you the process. It's pretty easy, but the new one's gonna have a little miter slot in it so I can cut straight cuts. Now we're testing that fit, and now we need a smaller piece to make the two sides, which I went and found. Spending a lot of time trying to figure out what to do next. It's pretty obvious. I'm going to glue those up. I'm actually going to glue and screw them, which is probably overkill, but that's end grain it's going into, and I don't trust end grain. I don't have my brad nailer in the shop right now. It's down in the basement. The only thing I have up here is a pin nailer that I don't trust just pins and glue on end grain, so we're going to ram a few screws in here, which will certainly hold it. Here's the other side getting glued. And yes, I do that all the time where I stick the screw in there and send it through, and I have jammed my thumb a few times doing that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's just one of those things that at my age, I've done it for so long, I'm not going to get out of doing it, but you will have a little bruised thumb from time to time if you do that. Alright, here it is with the two ends on. Now we're looking for a front piece to finish the front. And this little piece of scrap will do fine for that. I'm just trying to get it fit here. Cut it off, check for fit. I cut it off screen. We're going to just take and do the same here, end grain, so we're going to glue and screw it. If I had my brad nailer up here, I would glue and brad nail it, but I don't. A couple of screws are just as good, probably better. These little brass mallets are not big by any stretch, but they are a hunk of brass on the end, so they have a little weight to them, so you know, to be honest, the screws in here might help a little bit. You know, they might just be overkill, but, you know, as good as glues are these days, it's probably not needed, but I don't want a little 14-ounce brass mallet falling on my foot either, so I don't think it's a problem to throw a few screws in here to make sure. Okay, now I went and found a piece of scrap. It turned out to be this was a little piece of scrap of cherry. This is for the bottom. And I went and cut it off to close size, and we're going to get a good fit with it here with the little Harbor Freight sander. I also, off camera, sanded the whole box up with the sander, so I took care of the rough edges as well as the corners. I rounded over for the inevitable time I back into that thing, and might as well not have a sharp corner when that happens. And it looks like a good fit there, so we're going to go ahead and glue it in. And there is some side grain to face grain glue here, so I'm not worried about screwing this in. That glue will definitely hold it, so we'll just clamp it up here, and that should do it. Okay, welcome back. I think we saw enough of the fast forward and voiceover on the little chisel holder here. I'm just going to throw it up on the wall here. Here's the finished product. You can see we got the bottom glued in. Everything is glued up and tight. Let's throw it on the wall here. And here they go. It's their final resting place. I kind of like them there. I know in the last video I had mentioned that I was going to do the plane till and talk about this late too. I don't want these videos to get too long, so until I can get the process down quicker, I'm going to go one at a time here to keep these things down to a usable limit and size. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.